Good morning, good afternoon, friends. I hope you've had a fantastic week. Thank you for joining us again here on With Purpose. I am Ben Hutton, and I am really glad that you're here with us. We're going to talk about something pretty important today. We are going to talk about managing energy. So over the last few years, I feel like as a society, we've gotten pretty good at talking about managing attention. Like we have recognized how distracting our phones are. We've recognized how much notifications interrupt our thinking processes and can totally disrail us when we're working on something. And so we've worked with practices, we've talked, we've heard discussions about making sure that you protect your attention. But today I want to talk about something that I think gets a little bit less attention, to use that word, in our society, and that's energy. I think this is especially true here in the U.S., where we have this pride that we build up in ourselves about how hard we work on things. And we even have a name for it. We call it hustle culture, right? And so that's the way we get ahead, by outworking everybody, regardless of the damage that it does to ourselves. So obviously, I think there's something wrong with that, or we probably wouldn't be talking about it today. But let's dive in a little bit more. So I think we've all probably had this experience where we have showed up to an important event, a presentation, had to write a paper if we're in school, and we are doing it at a time where we just feel worn out. But there's a deadline, or it's happening, and we don't have a choice. It's whether we're exhausted or not, whether we are in tip-top condition to perform our best or not. It has to be done at that point. And that's dangerous. It means that we're not showing up with our best self. It means that we're not able to do our best work. And even though some of us, myself included, perform best under pressure, if we are exhausted, if we are tired, we are never going to achieve our best. And so showing up with enough energy to get things done well is an important practice that a leader needs to put some attention on, needs to put some effort into. So how do we do it? Well, we have to reverse this idea that we have that we'll rest when we're done. Like we see a couple busy weeks coming up at work, and we say, man, that's going to be tough, but I'm going to power through. And then that weekend, I'm just going to kick my feet up and light a fire and watch some football games, and I'm going to rest. That is totally backwards. We need to think about it more like we would think about electric car. Before that car can go on a journey, we have to charge those batteries up, or it's going to die halfway to our destination. Our bodies, our minds work exactly the same way. And so when you see on your calendar an important event coming up, when you see that presentation that you know is high stakes, when you know you have a paper due in your English class, we need to make sure that we back up on the calendar a few days before that and begin to build in time so that we can rest to make sure we are in our best condition when we have to perform at our best. Make sense? It's just that easy. This really isn't a very complicated topic. When you think about it, it just kind of makes sense, but it just doesn't happen. This isn't how we operate in our country, and I think it hurts us a lot of the time. I know I've seen it hurt me. So let's move now into our time of learning, reflection, and first, you got it, gratitude. What are you grateful for from this last week? One of the things that we do here in our office that I love is that we have a lot of art on the walls. And just recently, we had the chance to change out some of the art and kind of refresh the look around the office. And it just brings new energy. And I thought it was really great. I love that. What was good in your life that you're grateful for this past week? Next up, we're going to take the flip side of that coin and think about the things we dread and maybe aren't looking forward to, but still have to do. Maybe we'll rest before we do them this time. But what are those things for you this week? Okay, so the first application question for this week is actually a pretty easy one. I want you to get out your phone or get out your computer and look at your calendar for the next 2 weeks and decide what is the most important event that you have coming up. And then I want you to schedule time on your calendar to make sure you are well rested before that. Second question I have for you is, what would it look like to make investing in resting ahead of the work that you have coming up instead of trying to make it through and resting after? What would it look like to make resting ahead of work a rhythm for your schedule? How can you build a calendar, a repeating calendar that keeps you ready to perform? Well, thanks for joining me today on With Purpose. I know this is a lesson that I have to tell myself, teach myself, apply in my own life over and over and over. And it's not easy. And so I'm sure that this is going to take you a couple laps around the track too, to really get applied in your life and for you to develop a rhythm of rest. But I hope you put the work in that's necessary. I also hope that I will see you again here next week on With Purpose. Until then, be grateful, get stuff done, do it all with a little bit of purpose. We'll see you then.